288.
That was awesome. And Sam Mayer was in such a tough position. He wanted to probably be on the top because he knew the momentum that would happen there. But there was the lap cars up top. He wasn't able to go there. He chose the bottom, and Zilic shot through the middle there and got the momentum.
Stage sweep for Junior Motorsports. Stage 1 to Justin Allgaier. Stage 2 to Connor Zilic. And he delivers in dramatic fashion his 10th stage victory of the campaign. And he does it like this, going around Mayer to the outside, 1 to go. Oh my goodness, was this impressive. Ride it out off of turn 4 and give me another green and white checkered flag.
Absolutely awesome.
Pit stops come your way next.
the 24. That allowed Connor Zilic to get to his outside with the momentum off of 4.
those two have been in the top 5 all night. So is Ryan Sieg, and you might have remembered we were side by side there toward the end of the stage, and he had a problem, had to make an unscheduled stop, loose wheel. They felt the vibration, so they come down and change it. He goes from the top 5 to 2 laps down in nearly 30th. 29th is where he's being scored right now.
And it's kind of indicative of their season in a lot of respects.
Totally.
They've had the speed many times throughout this year, but just stuff has caught them out. I know this year has been disappointing because of all they put into it, and that's just another example of catching them out.
Free pass, Anthony Alfredo. Progressive pit road is open and about to be really busy. Here's Dylan.
Dean Thompson and the Sam Hunt Racing Group continue to have another strong Bristol run. Dean said the car was all good, leave it alone for the second straight stop. Finished 6th in that stage. He'll change 4 tires and add fuel. Sam Mayer also said his balance was good. He's just lost overall grip at the end of each run just due to the tires wearing out. No changes, but they are still concerned about their brakes a little bit. Sam's been on them a lot. The team sees it every time he goes by here, so they're just monitoring that on the 41, Kim.
Eric Almirola, top of your screen. Balance much closer that run than stage 1. He still couldn't trust the right rear, though, for most of the run, so they make a slight adjustment to give him more rear security. Justin Allgaier, the middle of your screen, really free and tight middle. They debated a chassis adjustment. Ultimately, they just stuck with air pressure, and then Connor Zilic there at the bottom finishing up his stop. Really close. He just needs a little more cut leaving the corner. His biggest complaint, he said, such a battle for clean air.
Race off progressive pit road, not close. Zilic takes care of it. +1 for Allgaier, who jumps in front of Mayer. Almirola comes off 4th, +2 for Taylor Gray. The kid's red hot. What can he do? Well, he had never won a stage at Bristol until tonight.
Oh, of course.
Check the box. 88 in charge when we return for the final stage.
Welcome everybody to Wild Horse Broadcasting as we get ready for our season finale of the Super Speedway Series. As tonight, Andrew Beach looks to close in on his third championship of his career in sim racing. Unless the number 8 car, Ethan Evers, has anything to say about it. Or two-time winner, the number 50 car, Sammy Garcia. Right now, everybody's out on track. Actually, only one person's out on track, Cliff Mullins. Everybody else is just sort of killing time before we fire off tonight for the finale.
Look at Taylor Gray. His crew chief, Jason Ratcliffe, has won here 4 times at Bristol, and he's saving his best for last. Final stage, he's up to 4th in the 54.
Great run for Taylor Gray. Remember back in the spring how good he was at Martinsville. Was probably a corner away from winning that race. Has a real knack for the short tracks, and this fits in the short track realm. Even though it's incredibly fast, it still is a short track at a half mile, and he's doing a great job here tonight.
We talk about playoff problems. You got to be able to come back if you're going to win a championship. Sheldon Creed, as good as he's been all night long. Not great in qualifying, has the speeding penalty, drives by Brandon Jones, put the 0-0 in 6th. And he needs everything he can get, because you look at our playoff standings as they run. He's right there at the cut line with Harrison Burton, who got all those stage points with Jesse Love, and now they're racing for a spot on track. 13th. Every position a point. Go get it in this final stage.
And what they're looking at ahead of them is getting back into the top 10. So they took that risk in stage 1 to get those stage points. They got them, and now it's taken them a whole nother stage to get back to the top 10. But the goal here for so many of these teams to score 38 points a race, usually on average, gets you into the next round of playoffs, and that's what they're aiming for here tonight. That's essentially like finishing 9th in each stage.
Harrison Burton has finished outside the top 10 at Bristol 1 time in his career. He had a host of problems in the spring. That was it. And we celebrated Taylor Gray. He's starting to go in the wrong direction as the climb continues for Sheldon Creed in that 0-0. He's up inside the top 5, and Brandon Jones on the attack in the 20.
I think Taylor Gray got shoved to the outside here. Wasn't quite prepared for it. Hasn't found the same amount of speed up top. It's just a little too early in.
All right, we're on our last few seconds here of the practice, and nobody on track, so I figured I'd play a little bit of the Xfinity race there, a little bit of radio broadcast for you. Connors Village out front like usual. It's Jeremy Scher out there in number 15 car, trying to get a few laps in before the end of practice here. track. He's trying to set the tempo for tonight. See if he can upset Andrew Beach. Just pulling up the points right now. Looking at this, Andrew Beach out front by 50 points over Ethan Evers. Sammy Garcia is 83 behind Andrew. It's going to be a tough task for anybody to take down Andrew tonight. Here's a look at Sammy Garcia trying to pull that off. There's a look at your points leader and that throwback to Dale right there. He's doing it for Dale at DEGA. Andrew puts him outside pole right now. As your mom is on pole right now. The 22, Craig Martin, your friendly Canadian. Here's a look at the number 81 car, Trenton Sneed, out on track. Sitting fifth right now. All right, your official grid for tonight's finale. Craig Martin on pole, outside him, Andrew Beach. Ethan Evers starting third. Cliff Mullins fourth. Trenton Sneed fifth. Jeff Price sixth. Jeremy Scherr seventh. Michael Malone eighth. Sammy Garcia ninth. Dalton Hayes 10th. Dylan Rosenberg.
All right, guys, last race of the season here.
12th will be Danny
I think there's
Llewellyn.
a two-person battle. I think me and Ethan are really the only ones that can mathematically get this.
Starting
but,
13th.
all the rules are the same, guys. Let's have fun,
Nicholas
finish out the season great.
South
We'll look
Carolina.
into either doing another Super
Starting
Speedway
14th
series,
and 15th will be the
or we're going to look into a
Daddy Dave
late model
starting
stock
14th and
series
Lucas starting
here in a
15th.
couple weeks, maybe a month or two. Put it up to a poll. Let everybody vote on what they want to see here. That's what we're here for, have some fun. So let's get it.
Mini stocks. Let Cliff run it.
The field rolls into 3 and 4. As Craig Martin's going to bring the field to the green here. As they're still about 4 miles away from the start-finish line. The pace car is off and our season finale kicks off. Green flag is out. Field takes off. As Craig and Andrew race down into 1 and 2, neck and neck. Cliff Mullins giving a good push to Andrew there, but Ethan's able to keep Craig right there. Andrew's able to get out front, free and clear. Gets down in front of Craig there. Goes back up, controls momentum on the high side. so far. Bomb lane's really starting to roll. Cliff drops down there low lane. It's leaving Jeff Price, Michael Malone. Danny Llewellyn out there. Correction, scooter car 7, Dalton Hayes. Sammy Garcia both pulled back up there to the top lane. Now everyone's up there. Let's see if they try to get back down. They do. Cliff does. Sammy's left up there all by himself. This might be the first time all season I've seen this where the field's almost been single file, but there goes Nick Rico, that lawyer. I guess he's just too damn smart for his own good. Can't decide to just ride there. He wants to make something happen when they're on the outside all by himself. Got the hit yet? No, there goes Cliff. Cliff decides to jump up the high side again. We'll see if the high side tries to get organized or if that's going to fail. Back off the side of Andrew's car right there, looking on the field. You see your mom peeking out from the rear end. But here comes Cliff, head of steam, they're on the high side. Cliff Rico, Dalton Hayes, and Sammy Garcia all from the very back to the very front. I think Rico's probably snickering to himself right now, saying, "Who's so smart now?" Right there. Sammy's trying to work his way up there to get credit for leading the lap. Whole field, single foul now. Malone might be in a little bit dangerous in the draft there. Better watch out back. One little slip up and he misses that draft. This night could be over. Top 5, Cliff Mullins out front, Nick Riccio second, Sammy Garcia third, Dalton Hayes fourth, and Craig Martin fifth. No change to your top 5. I guess after last week's shit show, everybody had enough of that. We're actually deciding to race tonight. So we've gone 10 green flag laps right now. This might be the longest run of the season so far. I believe in the next 5 laps you should see the field pitting here for fuel. Might have dropped a little bit too far there. Seems like once you get outside that 8/10 bracket for this car, you lose the draft completely. Some thoughts and prayers for the 24 going to be needed for him to regain that draft. Mike's on it. Up from here on out. He's gonna need a yellow. Back out front, Cliff Mullins still leading. Nick Riccio second. Sammy Garcia third. Dalton Hayes fourth. Craig Martin fifth. Your points leader. Andrew Beach running sixth. Seventh would be Ethan Evers. Eighth would be the fan favorite Trenton Sneed in that 81 machine. Ninth would be the 15. Jeremy Scher. 10th, Jeffrey Price. Danny Llewellyn sitting 11th right there in the 23 machine. Daddy Dave Hoitzman to 79. Running 12th, and Dylan Rosenberg 13th. Michael Malone way back there in his own zip code, running 14th. And that's your field for tonight's season finale. Scooby's dropping like a rock. Michael Malone's bringing it down the pits. Trying to see what Dalton's doing here. Can't imagine he was overheating, sitting there fourth in line. .36, and Nick Riccio having the race of a lifetime for himself tonight. This might be the first time it's ever been documented that he's close to the lead. Everybody's just following Cliff right now. Everybody's actually content, just running in line, trying to get these laps ran through. A lot of discipline being shown by everybody tonight. It's truly amazing. It only took them until the season finale for them to do it. Dalton Hayes has now lost the draft as well. Here we go. Here comes part of the field. Everybody's able to make it in clean there. Your mom, the number 22 machine, Craig Martin out front. With Andrew Beach, Ethan Evers, Trenton Sneed, and Jeremy Scher, Jeffrey Price. Your top six, I'll run nose tail right now. Ethan and Trent decide to stay out for another lap. As Craig, Andrew, Jeff, and Jeremy all come in. I'll make a clean entry there. It's leaving the 81 out there out front, all by themselves. I think these two might be showing their hand right now. If it's going to be a clean race and go like this, they're just showing that, hey, we only got to pit one more time. We can make it to lap 60. Everybody else came in early. So maybe Ethan and Trenton there riding mid-pack that whole run. Was all by design. As you see Ethan, we're going to see Cliff in the field start to roll by here. You see him come in the frame. There goes Sammy and Cliff. Oh, did Ethan get up on the track there? Hopefully he didn't get an unsafe pit exit there. Be a costly penalty right now for him. Comes Nick. Nick's getting antsy. He said there's 38 laps to go. It's getting too close to the finish. I gotta go. It's Nick and Dylan just left Andrew Beach out to dry there. Jeff catches him. They're gonna be able to get reorganized there. Right now with Ethan and Trenton having to try to run hard to catch this front pack, it's going to go against their fuel saving. Cliff Mullins challenging there on the outside for the lead with Nick Garcia there in the 36 plain gray car on the inside. Somehow he's the only one on iRacing can't get his paint to work. Nick goes for a lazy block. Cliff makes easy work of that for a crossover. Nick keeps floating up somehow all the way to the wall. Almost got taken 3 wide there. Then Nick tries to stick it right there on Jeff's nose. That was a series of great moves by Nick Garcia. Now he's going to try to go back there on the high outside and work it all by himself. Some people are playing checkers and some people are playing chess around here. Then you got old Nick. That son of a bitch might be playing Connect 4. Your top 5 right now, Cliff Mullins out front, 91, and Dylan Rosenberg behind him. Last time those two were together on track, that was last week there at the end, coming to the finish, Daytona. 2 racers going for the same real estate. Third place be Sammy Garcia in that white number 50 car, the SG Gaming. Jeffrey Price, 4th. Andrew Beach, 5th. Then that gray car, Nick Riccia, 6th. Well, let's take a look here at this backpack going on. We got Trent Sneed being pushed by your mom in the 22, Craig Martin. Second pack really is not making any ground there on the lead pack. As long as that lead pack stays nose to tail, that backpack should not catch him. But sure enough, as soon as I say it, sure enough, looks like they are closing in. Cliff Mullins out front, followed by Dylan Rosenberg, Sammy Garcia, Jeff Price, Andrew Beach, Nick Riccia right there. They're getting there. They're getting there. As you see the field come up on Michael Malone. So we're about ready to complete lap 30, making us halfway of this race. Taking his first pack, slowed their pace down, saved a little bit of fuel here. Second pack, close up. Charge there on the outside lane. Craig Martin pushing him up there. They lost a little bit of their help. That's going to hurt their fight there on the outside. Trying to be able to duck down in front of Dalton Hayes there. Full field, single file now. Getting ready for pit stops. Cliff really has a gap out front there over second place of Dylan Rosenberg. So here comes part of the field. Cliff Mullins coming down. He's going to bring a few with him. Danny, Dave, and Dalton. And Nick Riccio as well. He's going to leave Dylan Rosenberg way out front with Sammy Garcia helping him. Here comes Rosenberg and Garcia, and the rest of the field goes by him. Eric Almirola just won the Xfinity race for you guys watching Bristol tonight as well. The 14 car Jeff Price leading the field right now with Andrew Beach, Trenton State right behind him, Craig Martin, Jeremy Scher, and Ethan Evers. It's the last 6 out there. Still need to pit. Oh, and the C2X guys, fake them out. Your top 4, all C2X guys, run away with it. Let's see if these 4 can bring it in. Now Ethan is doing something that is completely against the grain here. He's decided to forego pit, and he's going to go about this all by himself. A little bit speechless here. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Watch Cliff. Stock on Cliff, or not Cliff, but Trenton, Andrew, and Jeff. The help of his teammate Dylan Hayes, Cliff Mullins is back in the lead with 20 laps to go. And they're all going to go blow by their teammate Ethan there as he's just exiting pit lane. That front pack there, besides that 91 car, is all C2X guys. Right now, Cliff Mullins just out front. Jeff Price second. And Jeff's back here with this second group of Andrew Beach, Trent Sneed, and Dylan Rosenberg. Cliff is out front with Dalton Hayes behind him and Nick Rico, who are both a lap down. I feel like Cliff's pushing the envelope in the rest of the field here, trying to save that last little bit of fuel there. Yeah, I mean, a lot of fields run about a half second slower than Cliff here. They're definitely slowing their pace up, trying to save fuel. Yep, looks like Jeff, Andrew, and Trenton, they're all trying to save enough fuel not to pit again for the rest of the race. And you have everybody else who are pushing the envelope. Everybody else starting to slow down their pace as well. As you see, Cliff Mullins brings it in. Brings the fuelers with him for them to pit for the final time. So let's see what type of lap times Jeff and them are running. There comes Jeff and them as well. Ethan once again, lone man out there. Him and Craig. Ethan Evers out front all by himself. Running about 3 seconds slower than the field. Right here, you have 4th place, Jeremy Shearer leading Andrew Beach in 5th, Jeffrey Price 6th, Dylan Rosenberg 7th, Trenton Sneed 8th, and Sammy Garcia is also there, part of that. See him fan out there. These guys are both chasing Cliff, who has Dalton Hayes pushing him right there. You can see him for a brief second in the frame. They're all trying to catch up to Ethan and Craig, who are all run by themselves right now. Ethan's got about a quarter lap ahead of him. Here comes Jeremy on the outside of Cliff. Oh, Andrew's pushing the hell out of that 15 car. Craig Martin's pitted. And this field's closing in on Ethan quickly. Ethan's going to be coming out of turn number 2. And they're going into turn 2 right now. As you see the field go by Michael Malone right there. 7 laps to go as Ethan crossed the finish line. The rest of the field is just getting there. Riding aboard, watching the field close in. Andrew pulls up high there. He's got Cliff behind him. Jeremy goes for a crossover. Oh boy, here we go. They split Jeremy there. Oh, there he goes. Trenton, 1 car spin. You seen there 4 wide there. Dylan got loose, got up in the Trenton. Trenton got the worst end of it. Andrew Beach is out front though. 5 laps to go, and your points leader is out front, followed by the 82 car, Cliff Mullins. That third car in line, he's a lap down. Put that car behind him. The 15, Jeremy Sure, he is your third place finisher right now. Or third place runner, I should say. Getting ready to come around, 3 to go. This one looks like it might go uncontested here. Cliff makes a move there on the outside. Fell from Dalton Hayes. Let's see if Jeremy gives a push here. Andrew has a run. He looks on the outside. Tries to get a little bit of side draft off of that right rear there. Jeremy's going to come with him. Dalton's going to get to the backside, Cliff, and give him push here for this final lap. He's going to push until that engine blows. Final lap as they go down the backstretch there. Jeremy gets shuffled out. Cliff's on the backside of Andrew. He's looking to make his move here. He lets Andrew get out. He's going to get to Dalton. Have Dalton give him a push. Cliff's going to try to get a hell of a run coming to the finish line here. Andrew's trying to block it. Cliff goes up. Cliff's going to get him there. Andrew finishes second. Jeremy Sure third. Cliff Mullins with a hell of a move. Washed up sim racer no more. You yourself, buddy, are a Wild Horse Super Speedway winner. see Cliff and his buddies there celebrating. C2X 1-2 right there. Jeremy's able to bring him third. Hey, Jeremy, got a copy?
Oh, hello?
Hey, Jeremy, congratulations on your third place finish tonight.
Ooh, thanks, man. I was not expecting that, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I mean, the way the race worked out tonight with no cautions and no chaos, the pit cycle definitely played out in your favor.
Yeah, I seem to be doing pretty good with the fuel strategy races here, and that was actually pretty fun. I thought that first pit, I came off pretty slow, and I was kicking myself since. So to come out like that, and then I heard the wreck, I thought I was going to have a yellow, and I mean, wow, that was fun. Way to end this season for sure.
Yeah, it was nice that we ended it once with a complete green race.
Yeah, I was happy to see that. This was fun. One hell of a way to go out. Good stuff for Cliff too, and Andrew, and all the plays that were being made. And I should have got down a little faster, and I didn't want to get taken out by Dalton coming up there, and I couldn't catch him after that. But that was fun.
I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to make up a 37-point difference or not with tonight's third place finish and Dalton finishing a lap down or not. But you might be able to make a charge there for fourth place in the points.
I'm hoping so. I was win or bust, but that was the best I could have gotten out of that, and I'm happy. I'm happy for a podium.
All right, Jeremy, go ahead and give a shout out to all your people, man.
The Wild Horse. Thank you for broadcasting all season. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable hopping up in here and talking to you when I can, and can't wait to do this again.
I'm not sure what next season plans are, but hopefully we get to talk to you again then.
Oh yeah, you'll see more of me.
All right, Jeremy, you have a good one, man.
Yep, you take it easy.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and interview tonight's race winner, Cliff Mullins. Congratulations.
It took the whole damn season, but I finally won one of these things.
That's usually how it works out for most people.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been upside down more than I have been on my wheels this season, but it was good to finally have a decent run. This car is terrible now. The racing is god-awful, but the only strategy was right there was just to stay out front and try and keep it up front as best I could. 36 gave me a great shot, pushing me to the front. I think everybody was trying to save fuel and trying to two-stop it, and I didn't think that was going to be possible. So he stuck with me right there on that first run, got me to the front, and then every pit stop after that just seemed like we just kept rotating ourselves there. And I don't know how Dalton lost the draft and ended up going a lap down, but he stayed with me right there towards the end and pitted when I did to stay with me. So pretty good to have a teammate like that.
Yeah, you're able to keep pushing your way up front every time. There for a while, I thought maybe they had a runway with it. And that second pack, I didn't think was going to be able to catch up. But then out of nowhere, the second pack was able to catch up for the second pit cycle there.
Yeah, it seemed like if you wasn't dragging the brake a whole lot, which I didn't feel like I needed to, honestly, just if no one was going to generate a run on you, just if you didn't drag the brake, seemed like you could, if you were actively trying to push, then yes, you would obviously be faster. But just being out front and just keeping that guy a car length and a half behind you, it wasn't really slowing you down much. But I mean, actively pushing like that, like you had to really drag the brake a lot, damn near all the way around the track to make it work like that. But being out front, I didn't really think I needed, because I didn't see anybody making a run on me anywhere.
So, what big changes have you noticed to the car? You said they race like shit now.
It's slower by itself, way slower. Got a lot more drag, and just everybody always talks about having the bubble right behind the next car in front of them. That you're always trying to break the bubble to get to their bumper, in order to create speed. It just seems like that bubble is way bigger, and you can be full throttle, and as soon as you get in behind somebody, it will immediately start pushing them forward, versus being able to get to their bumper and then having your bumper be what's actually pushing them forward. And if you don't have anybody behind you, it seemed like it was really hard to, or if they're not dragging a brake, it seemed like it's really hard to try and get through that bubble to get to their bumper. So it's, I mean, it's worse than the next gen right now. But I think it's more about the fact that you just have to drive it a different way. The side draft's still there. You can still use the side draft a lot. That's kind of what I was doing. Every time I would jump to the outside of somebody, I would be able to side draft them and kind of get them further apart. That would end up giving me a little bit. And then if I was able to have somebody go up behind me fast enough right there and give me a shot right there, I was able to get around people that way. But it's hard. It's hard as hell to pass in these things now.
I was wondering, I haven't used them since the new update, so
this is the first time I ran them too.
Good to know that that got changed around.
Yeah, it's a lot more drag on it too. So it just seems like as soon as you pull up, go around somebody, it's like throwing out an anchor right there. So they still got some work to do to this thing, make it race a little bit better. I didn't mind how it raced before, but everybody just said the draft was too strong, and I think they. With the regular Speedway, it seemed like it was way too strong of a draft with these cars. I think when they messed with that, they made it worse for the Super Speedway car. They could have just left it like it was. So somewhere in there, somewhere in between those two is going to be the happy medium that you're going to be looking for to make this racing pretty good.
All right, Cliff, go ahead and give a shout out to all your people, my man.
Yeah, got to give a shout out to Curly's Guns and More. Pinnacle Trailer Sales, Adam with AC Racing Graphics for making these paints for me. He's been doing it for me for years and stuff. And Wild Horse, obviously, for putting this thing on. Ethan, Andrew, Trenton, you, everybody that's kind of put in towards this thing. All the teammates that I have at C2X. I'm glad to see Andrew get the championship, even though I won't going to let him win that race. I told my fiance earlier today, I was like, he might win a championship, but he's not going to win a damn race today. And so it was good to, give a little belt to ass to him on that one. Dalton, obviously, for pushing me. All the guys that worked with me today, Jeff, Trenton, Ethan, everybody that, we all were kind of trying to work together, but we all kind of also on 3 different strategies right there, too. So it was good to have those guys out there and to be racing with them is pretty awesome. Got to give a shout out to my soon-to-be wife, Alicia, back there. My 2 kids, Jaron, Emily. Both of them have already come up and they're super stoked and excited to actually want to race. They watch these things all the time. So glad to have them and love those guys. And I'm just glad I finally won a damn race, man.
Oof, man, Cliff. God, I wish you would have told me your kids were watching beforehand. Jeez. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks, Cliff. Real good job there. Congratulations on your win tonight, bud.
Yep, appreciate it, buddy.
You have a good one.
Later, man.
Andrew, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say, congratulations on your championship.
Thank you.
But I really want to talk about how you left this one getaway tonight.
Yeah, I know. I looked up in my mirror. I saw Cliff had dropped off. Is way too late for me to realize. I figured he'd stay up on me, try and get Dalton right up on him and try and shoot something off of 4. But he did what he needed to do. Pushed me down into 3, got me far enough away from Jeremy that Jeremy wasn't in the same zip code to be able to help me there, and backed up to Dalton. I tried to run him up high to slow him down. Made a little bit of contact and just couldn't get it done, man. We'll take a Matt Crafton championship, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you had this. Then I noticed he dropped off, and I was like, oh, he's going to get a hell of a run. And I seen you try to force him down low, then you tried to block there at the last second. I mean, you did everything in your powers.
Everything I could do without wrecking him.
Exactly, but I mean, why didn't you wreck him, Andrew?
Because we have... I don't know. I should have.
I mean,
should have wrecked that bastard. I love him.
Let's just face it. This wasn't a wild horse race tonight.
Yeah, it's this new update killed this car. It's a piss poor thing there that they did to us.
Oh wait, so we
feel
would
like
have had green flag racing this whole season if they would have done this like 8 weeks ago.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't really do anything.
iRacing. I got a bone to pick with you then.
Yeah, no, they updated the draft. I mean, that's why it was pretty much a train all night. I mean, unless somebody was running half throttle, I mean, it was just like the cup cars. I mean, you couldn't really get a good run going unless you dropped off and built up a run like Cliff did there going into 3. He did what he needed to do.
And here this whole time tonight, I thought everybody after last week was like, you know what? We deserve to put on a better show and not pace around for 3/4 of the broadcast.
Hell no. If we could have wrecked 14 times tonight because we had good runs and you could make something happen, we absolutely would have. But I mean, hell, you know. But yeah, I think it's a good race. Wasn't really necessarily the most fun to watch, probably, but I mean, there was a lot of strategy that went into it. Teammates really meant a lot here, and you saw that on the finish there. You know, you couldn't make a pass without a teammate. You couldn't do anything.
All right,
so.
let me interrupt you there for 1 second. How's it feel to know that your teammate helped your other teammate get by you?
That's fun. Listen, we don't have team rules. I'm not butthurt about it.
The boy Andrew Beach is the wild horse champion. Let's go.
Oh man, but listen, we all want to win races. Dalton and Cliff had been working all night together. So I mean, that's where Dalton's allegiance needed to be. He picked Cliff and they worked together all night and it played out in their favor, and Dalton gets to celebrate as well right alongside Cliff, because without Dalton, Cliff wouldn't have done it. So, I mean, there's no anger there. There's no nothing. I mean, I'm happy for Cliff. That's one of my best damn buddies. He had to get a consolation prize because now he's lost 2 championships to me. So, I mean, championship or a win, you know, I'll take the trophy home every time, take the paycheck, kiss the girl, and, you know, Cliff can have victory lane. I'll have the record books. We're going to have so much fun talking smack with each other for the next 6 months, man. But honestly, I hope you had fun broadcasting this. I know we've been talking with you about continuing for either if we do another super speedway season or if we switch over to late model stocks. Kind of up in the air right now. We're going to wait a week or so and start building up interest, see what these guys want to do in here for next season. But yeah, just got to thank Side Pipes, you for broadcasting, Spit and Venom Podcast, C2X, all my teammates here, Cliff, Dalton, Trenton, Ian, Ethan, everybody that wasn't here tonight that always hangs out with us, Low Drag, CTCRN, 712 Brakes, PSN, I'll take a second championship for old side pipes. It's a good night for us, a good season. We didn't get the win, so that's fine. You don't need it to win a trophy. Or you don't need it to win a championship, baby. Low time race engines. We finally didn't mess one up, though. C2X finally got a win this season. So, got to look at the positives, and we'll roll into next season, whatever we end up doing, and hope to have some more fun.
I'm highly disappointed in your answer. That was the most politic answer I've ever heard.
Well, listen, here's the thing. I'm actually not mad. I'm not BSing. I'm not TVing it up. I really like Dalton and Cliff raced together all night. I don't expect Dalton to abandon Cliff after they worked together for 40 laps tonight. I mean, that would be like if me and Trenton were working together. I don't expect Trenton to ditch me on the last lap for somebody else. I wouldn't ditch Trenton for somebody else.
Would ditch you in a heartbeat. I see it.
I'm sure he would.
Little
I'm
eyes.
sure he would.
He would ditch you in a heartbeat.
He's stayed behind me in worse situations, so I got faith if in that situation I think Trenton would have stayed behind me, but you know, again, I'm just happy to see a C2X win, C2X championship. So we did what we needed to do here tonight to get that done, and glad to see us finally not throw one away.
Keeping it PG clean as well. Okay.
I probably didn't. I don't remember what I've said already.
No, you have. You have. Okay. And I'm very proud of it because we're trying to become a cleaner,
family-friendly,
family-friendly broadcast now.
But yeah, hope you had fun.
Tonight has been a blast.
Heck yeah.
Well, congratulations on your championship there, Andrew.
Yeehaw, let's go party. Let's go drink some fucking beer.
We almost had it, you know? We almost had it.
As I said it, I was like, oh, wait, he literally just said family friendly.
You know, I can't.
Get drunk. God bless America. God bless NASCAR. And thank God for disposable income to buy a stupid amount.
We had to cut him off. The champion's already drunk. It's a Brad Keselowski moment all over again. He took one sip of a Smirnoff and the poor boy's wasted already. This younger generation and their lightweight, panty waist drinking ways, I'll tell you, they're not like the old generation like us. The type of generation who'll close the bar down, then be at work at 6 a.m. the next morning hungover. Hey, you know what, everybody? You guys have a great weekend. We are out for this season, Wild Horse Broadcasting Super Speedway Series. We are done. All right. Keep an eye on all the socials until we pop up next time. Y'all have a good one.